recently I did the 120-kilometre Thor. I hope I spelled that, pronounced that right. Thor, Fondo, and Canberra. I found that although I was riding to my schedule and keeping a good clip, I was stopped near the tops of hills with cramps around my knees. It was like there was one particular spot and a few of us would stop there. Okay. I would recover and then ride at a good speed and cadence until the substantial next hill. I've never experienced anything like this before. What caused this poor fitness or nutrition? Okay, so is it a nutritional issue or is it a fitness issue? Now, generally, okay, first I need to put a caveat around it. There is ongoing debate with scientists and physiological experts around what causes muscle cramps. There's generally two thoughts around it. Either there's a neurological issue happening due to electrolyte imbalance or fatigue, and then there's fatigue, that your muscles are just not used to that sort of load, so they cramp up. So there's two areas of sort of research that people are doing. Scientists, still don't, it's kind of like quantum mechanics. So, it's like, if we don't understand it, then it must be quantum mechanics. And in this case, it's like, well, if we don't understand it, it must be cramping, because scientists will do some test here and they'll think, oh, well, it's to do with this, and then they'll do some test here and it'll say something totally reverse. So it's like we still don't know what's causing the issue or the fundamental reasons for that. Research may have moved on. There may be some scientists that understand how it works, but still not coming forward with that. So look, so if you had a big cramp, a massive cramp across a major muscle group, then generally I would say it'd be due with, not making sure that your training was in alignment with the event that you're riding. So, it maybe have been because it was a steep climb that you're on and you weren't used to riding up those sort of gradients for that length of time, or that combined with the riding that you'd done prior to that you hadn't trained your body up to be able to manage and cope with that training load going into that steep climb. There's lots of reasons for that around training load. So it's always important to make sure that the training that you're doing is matching the riding that you'll be doing in your events or your races. That's fundamental. So it's, and it comes back to that whole thing around, don't apply sprint training to, peaks challenge events. Don't apply criterium racing to, Audax rides, okay? Because they're totally different types of events, totally different types of training involved, totally different types of preparation. From what you're telling me, it's probably not a nutritional related issue. I think it's probably more to do with just, usually if it's a small tweak around your knees, I sometimes get that sort of thing happening myself, my cycling history, and it's generally due to not being fit enough for the event.